So let's pick up where we left off. And here she comes for Desiree once again. Desiree. You see I put my hand on my hip. Desiree, I need to talk to you. Child, why do you always need to talk to me? Why is your sister not talking to me? I didn't say that. Desiree, could you get everything out of the limo and put it in the necessary area so that the limo can go ahead and take off? I'm like, all right, yeah, we can help you all exit the limo, and the items are actually supposed to go back to your room. There is no holding room per se for the wedding party, but we do have a vendor space. If you'd like to have the items in there, we most certainly can, but understand people are going to be going in and out of this room, all right? She's like, well, that's going to be unacceptable. Where is the bride supposed to hold all of her things? I says, well, I do have a room for her and her now husband that they can put those items in. If they're comfortable with you, sister, putting your items in that room, not a problem. But again, what we worked out with the hotel and the things that were going on throughout the planning process, there was no specific room for the wedding party during the reception. For you all to get dressed in hair and makeup, yes, but during the reception, those items need to be removed and put into your room. So that room is now locked up. There is a smaller room, a small getting acquainted room for the couple, which is going to have hors d'oeuvres and champagne in there for them, but nothing for our wedding party. I explained this to her very calmly, kind of in the tone I'm sharing with you all right now. She didn't like it. Well, where are our hors d'oeuvres and our drinks? Now I'm trying to figure out who she's talking to. I'm like, inside of the cocktail hour, which you are more than welcome to be a part of, feel free to grab an hors d'oeuvre, sip on a beverage, whatever you like. So I walk away from the sister because she's doing a little too much right now, and my patience is being challenged. So I go find the bride and the groom, and I take them into their private area. The hors d'oeuvres are there, the beverages are there. The bride's energy is pretty much the same. Again, she wasn't that happy-go-lucky bride who embraced me as an individual. She embraced me as a vendor, and that was pretty much how our relationship was. She said she was good. The groom said he was fine. He did ask for a specific drink. I made sure that he had that. All is well with the world. It's now time to line up the wedding party for the introductions. So we've got the wedding party lined up in the foyer. My assistant is going through, checking the names off, making sure everyone is there, and also working with the DJ regarding pronunciation of names. I did notice that I did not see that Maid of Honor in line. Yeah, she had went missing. Not sure where she had gone, but of course, I now have to put an APB out for this woman because we can't introduce the wedding party inside of the ballroom without her being present. So there is a call list that I have of all the wedding party members. So I go through my list, I find her name and I call her. I says, hey, where are you? Well, I am in my room relaxing. I thought somebody was going to come and get me when it was time for us to be introduced in. I wanted to tell her so bad, ma'am, you are not the bride. If you don't get your tail down here so we can line up and be introduced into this reception. But I didn't. I said, dear, could you head on down? Because we are going to line up now and we need to introduce you all into the reception so that we can move forward with the agenda of the evening. That sounded good, didn't it? Anyways, she comes down, but she's got an attitude and she's looking for me. Where am I supposed to go, Desiree? I said, I need you to line up with the best man. Can you get where I'm going with this? She kept coming for me all day. And I have no clue why she was coming for me, but she did. I get her lined up with the best man. We go through the names again. DJ is good. We start to announce everyone into the ballroom. The wedding party is announced in. The couple is sitting at their sweetheart table. The wedding party is sitting amongst the guests. They're enjoying themselves. Things seem to be going nicely. So it's now time for the vendors to have a slight break. That vendor meal that we so enjoy, we finally, after about 8 hours of work, can actually eat something or nibble on something. So we're now in the vendor room enjoying a buffet. All right. And I know everything is all good because it's literally just dinner music, reception dinner, all of those things. So there were 3 of us on site, myself, my coordinator, and then I also had an intern. So I always made sure that someone was in the ballroom just in case something was going on that I needed to be alerted about, or if there was an activity and we need to get the photographer or videographer in there. We want to make sure that everything is covered for this couple. So I always leave a person in the space. So at that time, while the intern and myself were enjoying our dinner, my coordinator was in the space, and she comes out and she says, "Desiree, the sister is looking for you." Of course she is. How dare I actually eat a meal? The sister comes out as I'm standing at the high boy. "Desiree, our table does not have any drinks." I'm like, "I'm sorry, please explain. I'm not sure what you mean." "The bar is not open. We cannot get any drinks at the bar. Our table needs drinks." I says, "Well, based on the planning process and what we have worked out with the venue, there is wine service for dinner, and the bar will reopen shortly once the party really gets going. So are you not happy with the wine that's on the table?" "Well, there's no more wine. All of ours is gone." "Okay, well, let me go find your servers so that I can make sure they bring another bottle or 2 to your table to make sure you're accommodated." In the process of going to find the server for the sister's table, I passed Mom, and so I stopped. I says, "Hey, are you good? I see that Dad is not here. Is he going to be able to make it?" And she informed me that he was not. He was still not feeling his best, and that she thought it best that he eat in his room. She talked to the server. The server had given her his meal, and it was placed in a bag that was sitting on the floor, covered up, all of that. She said she was going to take it up there to him. I was like, "Okay, sounds good. If you need anything from me, please let me know." She's like, "Oh no, you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much." I appreciate Mama. Anyways, I go find the server. I says, "Hey, could you make sure this table has some more wine because they seem to have run out?" All right. I now head back into the foyer, in which I am working, myself and my team. We are putting some things together for some activities that are going to be taking place during the reception. So we're standing there minding our own business. And here comes sister again. "Desiree," I promise to God, I felt like changing my name this day. I promise I felt like changing my name this day. I says, "Yes, dear. How may I help you?" "My dad does not have his food." "Okay, your mom has it at the table. It's my understanding that she was..." "Desiree, you better take it up there to him. My dad needs to eat. He needs to take his medicine. He does not feel well. Take him his food." Y'all see how I stopped in that moment? I felt the spirit come upon me. And the spirit told me, "Stop, Desiree. Do not go off on this woman. Do not cuss this woman out. Be respectful. You have your coordinator here and your intern here. We're going to be calm about this situation, and we're going to be nice." But she's still standing there talking crazy to me. And I'm trying really hard not to be that person that I know I can be. But with that being said, let's take a pause right here, and then we'll come back to "I Wish You Would." Head on over to the Dejanay Events YouTube channel right now for more.